Hi guys. This is the first video of Apollo's Arrow, and the first in a series discussing Julius Evola's thought about metaphysics, politics, Hermetism, traditional symbolism and doctrines, etc. So, if you enjoy this one, it will be my pleasure to create the others for you. Please, to help this channel grow and do what is meant to do, like, subscribe and click the notification bell. Also, share the arrows of Apollo. Stay strong and upright, and may the light be with you. Tradition, according to Evola, is the metaphysical dimension of a supernatural knowledge and at the same time of a higher form of being. The concept of tradition reflects a transcendent reality, from above, which emanates directly from the absolute being. For Evola, absolute being means the existence of an immovable, unchanging, eternal, timeless, transcendent reality in relation to the world. All reality manifested in the existence of the world is nothing but the imperfect expression of this one absolute. So when we say that tradition is a higher form of being, we must understand the connection that this category has with the absolute being. Tradition reflects the order and harmony that emanates from the absolute being, itself being an emanation of it. For Evola, tradition is both something metahistorical and dynamic. Tradition is the ordering force at the service of principles that have the chrism of a superior legitimacy. We can even call them principles from above. Tradition should not be understood simply as a metaphysical concept to enable a logical continuity in the structure of Evola's thought. For him, tradition is at the same time a metaphysical, transcendent, superior reality in relation to the world of change. A stabilized reality in its own unchangedness and filled with being, unaffected by becoming. This force acts through generations, filling institutions, laws, societies, social and religious orders with spirit and spirituality. The manifestation of this ordering force from above is always expressed in many forms, but all of them are reduced to their only and original source, tradition. The correct understanding of the concept of tradition is realized through the expression of its two aspects. One has to do with the metaphysics of history and a morphology of civilizations, while the other with an esoteric interpretation, i.e. according to their dimension and depth. The historical plan is one aspect of tradition. This has to do with the idea that a force from above has operated in one area or another throughout history, causing certain spiritual values to be the foundation of social organization in all its forms. This force was the central point of reference for traditional civilizations, the force that justifies and shapes every human reality. The historical aspect of tradition is related to the dynamic aspect expressed above, where the force, which is a presence that is transmitted, informs, transforms, nourishes and strengthens the reality of the world of becoming by feeding it more being, understood as substantiality, actualization, justice, freedom, spiritual elevation above the material nature that binds it. The historical aspect of tradition is related to the concept of immanent transcendence. For Evola, tradition is on a metaphysical, metahistorical and superior plane in relation to the historical plane of becoming, but it is not isolated in a definite form of dualism. Tradition is both transcendent and immanent. It is transcendent because it is never completely identified with a certain historical form, immanent because its realization always and only takes place in this world and not in another world. Having this understanding of tradition clear, Evola emphasizes that the expressions of different traditions throughout history should not be confused or identified with tradition, because as stated above, the realization of the transcendent ordering force of tradition occurs in different forms, times and spaces, which may have expressed it at different levels of knowledge and realization. Tradition in its transcendence is not stained by its manifestations, even if they are deformed, in the world. It is immutable and therefore complete. The second aspect of tradition is the one related to the doctrinal plane, whose point of reference, according to Evola, is the transcendent unity found in the various traditions. Traditions can be of different types, such as religious, mystical, or Gnostic, but all these traditions, whether more affirming of the principles from above or less, should not be understood as separate and self-sufficient. Each of them, including the great forms of traditions like Christianity, are nothing but certain and different fragments and moments of the one tradition. The category of tradition is comprehensive, assuming the role of a very valuable metaphysical concept in the analysis of the first principles themselves as well as of civilizations. On the other hand, tradition is the first and ultimate reality of any particular tradition, the source and embrace of all the refractions of a single and transcendent truth. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. While I'm preparing the other in this series, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share Apollo's Arrow. It really helps grow this new channel. May the light be with you.